Hi, welcome to ModelRailScenes. I'm Brian Inch. I'll give you a quick tour of my shop today. We'll go around and show you some of the trains I have and some of the working layouts that people come and visit, and give you a kind of gist of what I do. I guess we'll start with this. This is a little HO show layout. We bring to different shows, like the Big E, some of the local shows around here in New England. Has obviously some New England railroads like Pan Am and the Canadian Pacific. Little double main line on a 4x8. Shows you what you can do in a small space, a little river, some custom buildings. Kind of cute. Gets a lot of attention at the shows, so it's fun to bring. Kids enjoy it. And over here is the big, what is it, 20x4 layout. I have a half version of this I bring to the York show, but these are the other two extra modules that we have. We added this spring. So we have the farm scene, and we have, I guess, the rock cut, I'll call those. But yeah, it's fun. It's so long now I can run two trains at once. We got lots of animation on here, but the length is really nice because you get a lot of people in here. They can walk around and see different scenes that I created, see some of the custom buildings that I have, and each scene has a little animation that you kind of got to pick out and look for, so it's kind of fun. And on the walls I have a huge collection of O-scale that I've collected through the years, and really just New England railroads. The streamlined passenger cars, the freight engines, different railroads up there that I collected, specialty cars and things. These cars are all custom made by my boy. These are 40-foot wood flat cars, but what makes them unique is all the weathering and detail he put onto them, and the custom loads that he put in there. And I mean, this is all stick built, so he really did a great job on these. These are personal to me. We make some stuff that we send and sell out, but I got my own set I'll probably never sell. I got some CAT, some freight diesels, some passenger stuff. I run with some of the passenger sets I have. And over here, these are some of the specialty cars I got, like the weed sprayer. I made them the Main Central, Boston to Maine kind of thing. Got some Pan Am cars I made. There's a Coors Light train, or a Coors train, I mean. I had the Coors Light, but it's really hard to run. But I like the realism of it, so I got a Coors train years ago. I got a wall of different cabooses that I put on with the different engines. This is a switch stand we found in the woods, kind of rehabbed it, made it work. It's kind of fun. I like some of that realistic, stuff from the railroads. The wheel flange signs, the sign orders and things like that. But it's fun. Adds some realism to it. These are some of my favorite things. It's a custom maker. I guess he goes to the Big E show. I'm not sure if he still comes anymore, but he used to make these out of wood. I guess there's a couple people doing it now. I got a show coming up in a week, so I got some stuff laid out for people to buy, things I collect through the years and don't need. This is my newest engine I got a couple weeks back, a Main Central. It's great when they make some New England railroads, very rare. Maybe once every 2-3 catalogs. But with the prices of them, it kind of helps out now that I wait a couple years. I got a little Christmas car on here too for the Christmas party. That'll be fun. I got some steam engines, and I got my passenger cars here, the streamlined ones. And the PS1 box cars. This is what really got me back in the hobby. I guess, 20 years ago or so, early 2000s, they started to make the PS1s with the sprung trucks and the hidden couplers and the see-through grab irons and the catwalks and all that stuff, so it's really unique. You open them up, they got sound or they have the loads inside of them. It's really nice. I started collecting them for years, but I love running those things. I remember those a lot when I was a kid. You know, the 40-foot, 50-foot flat cars, things like that. Me and Riley came up with this a little while ago. We started to collect these little muscle cars, and we wanted a little diorama to display them and have fun with, and I had a lot of extra buildings and things. I think this is something else. I must have used this piece for another layout, and it was just extra, so I kind of saved it and hacked it together. I made like a street crossing and grade crossing for trains. So I got a little bud, it's a dummy bud car, I got the lights in it. But it's unique because we got all these old muscle cars me and my boy really enjoy. Like the GTO and Chevelles, like we own. So it's kind of fun. And it's a nice little display. You get the diner and, you know, obviously the gas station, but it's just something to look at. And I had to store the wood underneath it anyway, so kind of dead space. I collect some of this old stuff as I go to shows. Once in a while I'll find something unique. Like an old Boston and Maine tie pin. What is it, 50-year anniversary? It's a long time to be with one company. Especially nowadays, you'll never see that again. Old lighters right here. Boston and Maine Railroad, Patrick McGinnis. Back when everybody smoked, they had their own little lighters. There it is. Maine Central one. Some of the handouts they used to give to people in the train stations. Got an old pocket watch, rule book, some old tickets. 1929, Medford and Boston. Pretty cool. But yeah, some of the stuff is fun. If you see it and it represents your own railroad, it's kind of neat to have, something to talk about. Yeah, this is the same set in, I guess, the March 2018 Classic Toy Train Layout. That's when I first got it painted. But they did a whole spread out for my layout with this train on it. It's pretty neat. I made this sign probably 10 years ago when the little girls were little. And they would put passenger people in the passenger cars. It's pretty neat, a little hobby. I made a little extra money. But I'd take them to the train shows and people drop off sets of passenger cars and they get them all done before the end of the show. It was really fun. Some of these engines right here are some of my latest projects. I bought this set, I think it was a New Jersey set, some electric MTH set, I don't know, box cabs they call them. But they used to use this in the Boston and Maine for the Hoosick Tunnel. They'd pull steam through these big tunnels because the steam, smoke, and whatever would kill everybody. So they'd have to go electric through the tunnels, pull them through, and then go back and then wait for the next train. So this is kind of neat to have if I ever one of those. I'd love to model the Hoosick Tunnel someday, a big 5-mile bore or something. But I have those. I made these Boston and Maine. I don't have any Bangor Rustic engines. They don't make any steam engines. So I found this Vision Line engine, had bent rods on it, something like that. I got it at a train show, pretty cheap money. But I made this a Bangor Rustic engine. It's easy to do steam engines because you just paint the tender. You get the same black. I did the same thing with the Climax, the Boston and Maine. Obviously, that's my favorite railroad. But I like New England, so it's kind of nice to have some of these things. This is a custom car right here. They made the crane, but they never made the rest of them, so I got the Harvest Yellow and made those. But yeah, some of these are fun. This is from our club, the Maine 3-railers, the Boston and Maine. It's really the Baked Beans down in Portland. The company, I think, closed a couple of years ago, or they got bought out, I guess, B&M Baked Beans. And this is another one right here, the Eastern Railroad. That was a nice little railroad that served the coast of Maine. But yeah, some of these cars are fun. They're neat to have. And besides building trains and layouts and things, I do a lot of research. These are some New England books I have here. But yeah, these, what do you call these things? The Morning Sun books are really great for reference when you're doing layouts. Somebody wants to represent something specific. I use these. for a little doing dioramas or scenes that they want to enhance in their layout with. And these are great to have. And I got so many different references I can use. Just makes it better. Okay, these are some of the Madison cars. This is a custom painted set that goes with my engines over there for the Bangor Rustic. And these are, I think this is a Lionel set, came back in what, 2019 or whatever. These are Madisons. There's an MTH engine, another custom set for Main Central because I never painted Madison cars. And these are really neat. I love these. These are the old time cars, I guess they call them. But they have a clear story light on top that's green, and they got the figures in them, super detailed, but they're great running with small little steam engines. Those are excellent. But these are just some of the stuff I run. I have a lot of little personal stuff through the whole shop as well. I have a ton of lamps. I used to go to the shows and buy them. Some of these pictures when I was on a speeder run like 10 years ago with my buddy Jeff. We went in the Conway Scenic New England runs. There's Riley when he was little. I think he was like 7 years old. I think we're down in Steamtown or something. I put him through the window of GP38. We took a picture of it. Or GP9, whatever. There's Steamtown up top, I guess, or Scranton. One of the places. We used to do a lot of travel and do some things together. It was really fun. We still do it now, but most of the time we're at York and Biggie and doing train shows.